Good evening, welcome back to the adventure tour, the turkey tour. We are in the dry state of Oklahoma today. Just got down here, it's evening, but we still got some shooting light left, but we're really just trying to find a bird that's roosted. It's very dry, it's drier than I thought, but hey, it's 70 degrees. We were literally in snow yesterday in Minnesota, so it's a welcome change. We're gonna go from Oklahoma to Nebraska to Kansas to Wyoming over to South Dakota for this turkey tour. Hopefully we get onto them pretty quick down here. But Nebraska and Kansas are gonna rock if this state puts up trouble for us. But yeah, let's get after it. We got about a mile of hiking to do, and if we can roost one tonight, that would be amazing. Let's do it. Right, Lydia? Of course, got Lydia here filming. That looks like a gobbler too. Yeah. All right, D. Sunset, but it's a good sign that there's turkeys in this area. Lydia found the first turkey track, but we didn't get any roosts, so we're gonna keep moving on and mark this as a potential area, but not as a sure thing for tomorrow at least. I was worried about the skunks rustling around in the grass more than the coyotes. There's a lot of coyote sign, but you remember when we were pronghorn hunting, how many skunks there were? Oh yeah, badger. Yeah, I brought some coyote load, which also works on skunks too. It's just 4-shot lead, so I can shoot it through my choke. A lot of deer out too. We've probably seen about, what, 12 deer? Maybe a dozen deer. It's a nice evening. Let's get back to turkey hunting. Alright, a little day 2 update for you here from Oklahoma. We've tried 3 separate public lands already. It's about 10 a.m. We have a 30-mile-an-hour wind today, so we're trying to find these little valleys that are kind of quiet. And it's tough. We've run into a hunter this morning on public land already. He said he ran into a bunch of jakes, but hasn't seen any toms. We saw 1 hen, but again, 30-mile-an-hour winds. It's really hard. Basically, we're just looking for turkeys. And again, we're trying to key in on water sources. It's super dry out here, and hills that block the wind, the backsides of hills. So that's our strategy. But unfortunately here they have gates, so I thought we were going to be able to drive back a lot farther, and we've ended up having to walk quite a bit more than I anticipated as well. But at least we're seeing tracks and seeing some interesting stuff out here on these giant areas of public land in western Oklahoma. It's recording. It's like a beach, it's sandy. For a second. Okay. Muddy at this first step, so hop on. Get a good grip. Get those legs all the way wrapped. Alright, you got it tight? Yep, jump holding your hat. Ooh, baby. I lost this trick I learned in the military. Just kidding. Anything for unpressured turkeys, huh, D? It's probably really a lot of seeds in those, huh? Oops.
It's really hard to get them out though.
Oh, look at that.
It's like a corn.
Yeah. Oh, cactus corn.
Can I poke it?
Sure, smash it and see what it looks like inside.
Oh, looks like a fig or something.
Does look kind of seedy, doesn't it?
Looks like a fig.
Sometimes when you have the kids, you gotta go do something fun. Here we are at the Little Sahara. Well, hunting is fun too, but something else fun, right, Lydia? Just change your pace. We're at the Little Sahara State Park, which looks really interesting. Let's go take a look at that. This whole place to ourselves. Awesome. There's a few people at the campsite with ATVs and stuff, but we're the only ones out here. Out here in the sand of 25 miles an hour. Morning. We're heading out to our next spot in the dark. The winds are whipping again. It's 25 mile an hour winds until about 2 p.m. So we're gonna just hunt some low river bottom stuff. I mean, the strategy in the wind is you hunt low valleys, protected areas. What else? What else do we do in the wind? Backsides of hills. A lot of binocular hunting instead of listening because you can't really hear anything. And very slow patience. So we'll see what happens. Alright, we got one to gobble, which is amazing. He's about 200 yards away. That's about as close as we can get. It's very open out here, as you can see. So we're sitting on this fence line. I even threw a little hen decoy over here behind me. Because again, it's so open, but there's tracks in this little edge, this field edge. So I think he's coming out here pretty regular. There's obviously some mosquitoes too, they're bugging me, but hey, it's all part of the game. We got a gobbler gobbling. Let's hope he works up here. Recording. There you go. See him? See him strutting? You see him strutting? He can't hear you whispering. Tell me if you see him strutting. What? Okay. It's gonna be tough to call those hens away from that, or the tom away from those hens. They're behind that tree right now, going on that hilltop. Do you see him? Keep the record going. Zoom in on him, buddy. Why are you zoomed out? Zoom right up on tight. What? Zoom as tight as you can, though. It's way too far out. Good job. Bugger. Hope they don't cross the road up there. I think they were doing that, yeah. Oh, bummer. Alright. Recording. Yeah, I can't do that. Alright. Sun just popped up, so we're gonna have to make a little move here. Yeah, we came close this morning, but they were all henned up. We had toms. This is great. We're on the toms, but they worked over the hill. They're going towards this private field. They're right on the edge of that, wide out in the open. So we're gonna have to wait them out. We'll have to wait until like 10 o'clock, 9:30. Keep an eye on them if we can, and then try and, once they kind of split up a little bit and the toms start looking, then we'll try and call them in. Right now they're just all grouped up. Alright, let's go hunting. What's that? Look at that one. Look at this thing. How tiny it is. Oh my gosh. That's the tiniest tick ever. Yikes. Alright. 90 degrees. It's hot. It's like 3, 4 in the afternoon, 3:30 in the afternoon, somewhere in there. We are gonna just like call it a day here and just sit down with some decoys right by where they roosted last night and just see if they come back and wander around in this little area before they fly up. Yeah, we tried walking all over the place. We walked about 5 miles, calling a lot because of the extra wind, going down in little valleys, sitting for 10 minutes, calling, sitting for 10 minutes, calling. Just in case they came in silent, they didn't come in. So anyways, put some decoys out. We've got turkeys here, we got a couple toms here. It's a great spot. Let's see what happens. All right, so we're giving them the kitchen sink out there. Got all the decoys, whole pack of them. Letty and I, here's our little setup. Got a little cedar tree we're next to. We're actually sitting behind it because of the sun. Got the decoys out there. Alright, this is what we're gonna be doing. Just calling every so often and chilling out. Good change of pace from what we've been doing, although a lot less a lot less fun compared to just walking around calling and trying to get one to gobble and then they come into you. But just got a gobble here. Got about an hour before sunset, so we got some time. Hopefully he's coming alone. He's behind us, of course. This doesn't get something to go. Yep, move down the hill. Go ahead. You ready over here? It's got way worse since I moved. There he is. Right head over to the right. See that fence? See the fence? Zoom in on that corner fence over there. See him? He's coming. Do you see him? He's coming right in. Perfect. Look at him. Push your guard and zoom way in on him. We're gonna get him. Film. Keep filming, buddy. I think we got her done. Keep filming, buddy. I think we got her done. All right, buddy. Come on over here, buddy.
Like bugs.
Put your face mask up for some bugs.
Just a moment.
Well, there you go. Oklahoma produces. After a long 3 or 4 hour sit, we kind of knew where they were coming. My first Rio Grande turkey. Hopefully we got some film of that thing, because when I went to my shot cam, it looked like it was off, and Lydia was pointed perfectly at this thing. And then I thought, yeah, it's kind of young, it's kind of small beard, maybe. And then there was another one that gobbled behind, and we're like, oh, let's go focus on that one, defocus on that one. And Lydia was just far enough where it was hard to whisper back and forth. So she turns and focuses on this one, and that one comes out and it's a little Jake. So I'm like, defocus back on the other one, focus back, I gotta shoot him quick. And he started to kind of cluck a little bit, so I just hammered him. What a beauty. Come on, Dee, let's get you in this thing, huh?
Okay.
Let's see, come on over here. There you go. All right. What do you think of that? Oklahoma. Woo. That's a beauty, huh, Dee?
Yeah.
Look at this sucker. High five, buddy. So, this is the exact spot we came to this morning. And it was hilarious because we didn't know there was turkeys here. I literally marked this spot from Minnesota, and we came here in the dark, and just as it was getting light enough, I thought we were gonna walk back further towards the river, but just as I was almost getting light enough to call, I figured, well, I'll give it an owl hoot really quick. One owl hoot, boom! Bunch of gobblers go off in the tree right here. And we sat there, they worked out into the field. We didn't get any opportunities. We were on this side of this little cut line here, on this giant public land piece. So we called all afternoon, but it was like 25-mile-an-hour winds. The winds finally died down, as you can tell. We put out the decoys here to really increase our odds because of the wind. We just sat for a couple hours, waited. Finally, a goose went over and got this sucker to fire off. And you saw the rest. I mean, he came in, we waited, another one gobbled. We thought we were gonna take that one, and turns out that one was smaller. So, beautiful Rio Grande, my first Rio Grande. Thanks for watching. What did you think, Lydia? Have anything to say real loud for the camera? It's a long ways away.
No.
Let's head to Nebraska and do it again. This is a wild ride. Buddy, give me that fiver, buddy. 13.756, 13.6 we'll say. There.
Okay.
Nice and tight,
Yep.
It's 45 and a half, that's not bad.
Measure his beard.
Yep, measure his beard, good idea, come on close. Come right up on that beard. There. Well, what do we got? 5.5-inch beard. They're so tiny. They're so tiny you can't see. Alright, what do we got? 1/2 inch. Alright, buddy, come back.
No!
Come back.
You're torturing me!
Look at all the bugs, people. They're horrible. They bite too. They're called buffalo gnats, according to the local farmer here that we talked to. Holy cow, second time on 2 trips I got stuck in sand or mud. Let me look at this. The hitch is like all the way down. It's crazy. This side's not half bad, so what I'm gonna do here is Try and keep the bugs off me and jack this thing up. And hope somebody comes by with a strap or a chain. Whew, just when you think it's over. It's never over. Right, Lydia? Scorp.
Can I poke it?
No. Alright. Alright, go ahead and poke it. Let's see what it does. Hurry up. Hurry up, he's getting away. Oh, he got him. Cool, D. Cool. Well, in case you thought we magically just get out of these situations, we're still here. It is the next day we slept out here. Not much else we can do. We're really stuck. And we're gonna jack up that back tire and try putting some sand underneath it, and then jack up the other side, put sand underneath it, jack it up again, put more sand. I think that's the strategy. I'll let you know because it's always an adventure out here. So we managed to get out here. We managed to get out of that sinkhole in the sand. What we ended up doing is calling the neighbor there and the landowner. The jacking the van up did not work. I tried to jack it up, put sand underneath it, rocks underneath it, jack it up more. I couldn't get it up high enough. But I also partly was just doing that because it'd be easier to pull me out of there. So he hooked up a strap, gave it a little pop, pulled right out. So there we go. Now let's go to Kansas. We're going to Kansas, turkey hunting, of course. It's about 5 hours to our spot from here. And the first spot I have, it's kind of southern Kansas. It's not that great, but I'm gonna check it out this afternoon, evening, and then if that doesn't pan out, we're gonna go north and keep working. And it's all public land. Thanks for watching. Let's go get some turkeys. Let's go shoot one.